Oh guys, we're gonna try the receiver number 1 I bought from you last week, which I told you it was faulty. This is a Spektrum AR6210 RX. I told you it was faulty. The light won't turn on or won't stay on when I try to bind it. Okay, we're gonna use the antenna, the remote antenna that it came with. It's already installed in the airplane. You can see it over here. It goes inside the fuselage. Now we're gonna install the binding plug, which is provided with the receiver. The negative goes this way. Here's the negative one, the black one. And now we're gonna supply the power. The power goes to the throttle channel. Okay. There it goes. In this case, we are using a pulse LiPo battery, 11.1 volts. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how much power we have in this case. Okay, here we go. You can see it's fully charged. You can see the readings. Okay, we're gonna power it up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna power it up. The receiver is supposed to flash and stay flashing, and that's what happens to the receiver. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna turn the power off and I'm gonna turn the power on again. Look at the receiver. It won't stay lit for me to bind it. Anyways, I'm gonna try and bind it. In this case, we're using a DX7S Spektrum radio. This is the binding button. We're gonna turn the power on. We all know it's not gonna bind because we don't have a flashing light in the receiver. We don't have it, but the radio says it's transmitting. Here you can see there's no power. Look at the sticks, there's no power, there's nothing. Now we're gonna unplug the power source and we're gonna use the receiver number 2, using the same electronics and the same power and the same battery. Okay, we're gonna put this aside. First we're gonna install the remote antenna. Goes in that way. It's a little tricky to put it in, but there it goes. Okay, there it is. Now it goes in the binding plug. And we have the binding plug connected. Now we have the power, which goes into the throttle channel. It's a little hard to get it in, but there we go. There's the power now connected. Remember, we have receiver number 2. This receiver, I received it from you today. The receiver number 1, I bought it from you also. And today, I received receiver number 2, which I got from you. Let's see what happens now. We're gonna turn off the radio. Radio off. We're getting ready for binding. Remember, we have the same power. We haven't disconnected the battery and we are not using another battery. We have full power over here. Okay, 12.5 volts. Let's try it again. In this case, we're using the speed controller provided with the airplane, which is an Electrify SS number 8, and it has included the battery eliminator circuit, the back. Okay, let's power it up. Here we have the flashing light. We have the flashing light. It will stay flashing until binding. We press the button and we turn the radio on. the light flashes, stays on, throttle off, and we have proper binding. We did not install the servos for the surfaces, no elevator, no rudder, no ailerons, but since we have binding, you can see the throttle now, how it, look at the propeller. It bound perfectly with the receiver I received from you today. So that means if you're using the same remote antenna, the same components, the same power source, the same radio, this one is faulty, okay? Thanks, and thanks for watching.